You know that is impossible. If I could, I would, but I can't. The lesson is going to start in a few seconds. I shouldn't be speaking on the phone. I should be preparing for the program. I'm being told that it has already started. Well, I'll call you back after it has finished. Okay, all right, bye. Excuse me. I was just speaking to a friend who needs my help. In the conversation, I used 3 auxiliaries that need some explaining: would, should, and could. Parlons un peu de ces 3 auxiliaires que sont would, should, and could. First of all, we must say that those 3 words are past forms of will, can, and shall, but the most commonly used as a past tense is could, the past of can, like in this example. He could not play because he was injured. Elsewhere, would, could, and should refer to the conditional. L'action exprimée par des auxiliaires ne peut se produire que si une condition préalable était remplie. And because there is a condition, we can assert that would, should, and could can be translated in French by the conditional, like in these examples. They would have better marks if they listened to Jane's tips. Ils auraient de meilleures notes s'ils écoutaient Jane's tips. He could help me if he had some more time. Il pourrait m'aider s'il avait un peu plus de temps. She should be a doctor. She has the brains. Elle devrait être médecin. Elle est assez intelligente. Is everything okay for you now? Yes, a modal is always followed by an infinitive without the word to. Do you know what a modal is? Qu'appelle-t-on un modèle? A modal is used by a speaker to pass judgment, pour passer jugement, on what he wants to say. For example, would expresses a wish, un souhait. Do you remember what I said to my friend? If I could, I would. In French, we would say, je le ferais volontiers. The same idea is present in the expression, if you would follow me, that can be translated by, si vous voulez bien me suivre. In negative sentences, would expresses a refusal, un refus. I tried to talk to him, but he would not listen. He would not listen expresses a refusal. Apart from expressing a wish or a refusal, une volonté ou un refus, would is also the auxiliary of the conditional, which is not the case for could and should. Des 3 auxiliaires, seul would est celui du conditionnel. If you came, we would go to the cinema. Could is the modal which expresses capacity and ability, or in the negative, incapacity and inability. Could means that the subject would or would not be able to do something. Could sert à exprimer la capacité et la possibilité, ou bien l'incapacité et l'impossibilité. We could repair it easily. They could not help us. Could can also be used to express permission and probability, even though this notion is usually attributed to might. Could we go out tonight? Ici, could traduit une permission. It could, or it might, rain in the evening. Ici, could traduit une probabilité. What about should? Well, most of the time, should expresses advice, le conseil. Look at this example. You should listen to her. But it can also refer to near certainty, la quasi-certitude. They should be here now. As you can see, each of these modals refers to a notion, but only one of them is the auxiliary for the conditional, would. Now it's time for my second question. I could is the translation of je pourrais. I should means je devrais, and all the other verbs in the conditional work with would. Maybe you would like to know how to form the past conditional. Comment former le conditionnel passé? In fact, it's quite simple. You must add have and the verb in the past participle to could, would, and should. Listen. I would never have believed it. You could have phoned me. They should have told the truth. The past conditional with would suggests a condition that could or couldn't have made the action possible. Il suggère une condition qui aurait pu ou pas rendre l'action possible. Look at this example. If you had come, you would have enjoyed the party. Could and should have plus a participe passé both express regret, le regret. Look at those examples. You could have phoned me. They should have told the truth. In you could have phoned me, the speaker didn't receive the phone call that he or she was expecting and regrets it. In the other example, they didn't tell the truth, and they may regret it too. While in negative sentences, shouldn't have expresses regret, couldn't have doesn't. It expresses impossibility or incapacity. Like in this example, you couldn't have done it yourself. Well, the lesson is nearly over. I hope you won't have any difficulty using could, would, and should anymore. But before leaving, I want you to answer one last question. Bye for now, and see you next week.